Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chess Essentials. In the previous video, we have discussed the space advantage. If you have not watched the previous video, then you should watch it first. In this today's video, we will discuss the dark side of space. The space advantage is a very nice thing to have because it allows a chess player more room for maneuvering his pieces and simultaneously restricting the opponent. But as we know that space advantage is created by advancing the pawns forward, and when the pawns move forward, they potentially control less squares and they leave many weak squares behind them. And when these weak squares get fallen into the hands of enemy pieces, then the space advantage will become disadvantage, and also the advanced pawns are often become target by the enemy pieces. Let's move to our first diagram. In this diagram, you guys can see that white has a queenside space advantage, but white has potentially lost the control of many squares, which are b3, b4, and b5. White has lost the control of these squares, and also the c4 square is unguarded, and also the pawn on d4 is not spotted by the other pawns. And on the other hand, black has a nice bishop on a6, which control many critical squares in the white camp. And also the black knights are very good because they aim directly on the b4 square, d4 square, and the e4 square. So they are ready to go to these squares. White can't play on the queen side because white has not a target on the queen side, but black has a target on the d4. So black can play on this side of the board. Black play the move queen to the a5, making the way for the rook and also control the a file. White play rook to the e1 and black play rook to the b8. White play bishop to the f3, preparing the queen to the a4. Black play bishop to the c4. Due to many weaknesses in the white position, black has a clear advantage, and white play the move queen to the a4, offering a queen exchange. Black accept the offer and queen x a4. Knight captures a4 and black play knight to the d7. Now black control the b6 square so that white knight can't go to this square. White play bishop to the c3 and black play bishop to the f6. White play rook to the d1 and black play bishop to the b3. Now black is winning material here. White play rook to the a1 and black play rook to the a8. White play knight to the b6 and black capture the rook on the a1 with the check. Now white play bishop captures a1 and black play knight captures c5. And now white can't capture with the d pawn because if he capture with the d, then the bishop will fall. White play bishop to the c3 and black play knight to the a4. Now white play knight captures a4 and black play bishop captures a4. Now white resign here because white can't protect the pawn on the d4. If white play the move king to the f1, then black play bishop to the d1. And if white play king to the e1, then black will capture the knight on the e2. And after bishop capture the bishop, then the d4 pawn will fall. So white resign in this position, and you have seen that in this diagram white's advanced contribute to the white's downfall. Now we will see a game between the two grandmasters. The game starts with the d4. Black play knight f6. White plays c4. Black play g6. And white play d5. d5 is a rare move, and this is not a good move because this move weakens the square on the c5 and e5. And also this move opens the diagonal for the black bishop from the h8 to the a1. White has done this because white wants to grab all this space. Now black play bishop to the g7 and white play knight to the c3. Black castle and white play e4. Black play d6 and white play bishop to the e2. Black play c6 and white play bishop to the e3. Black play a6. Because black wants to play the move b5 and white play the move a4, stopping the idea of b5. And now black play the move a5. Black done this because black will control now b4 square and also making a permanent outpost for his knight on the c5. Now white play g4 and white wants to grab the space on the king side, and black play knight a6. White play f4 and black play knight to the d7 and white play h4. White has gained space on the king side, but black next few moves will show that white has many weaknesses in the position. Black play knight d to the c5 and white play bishop to the f3. Black play queen to the b6. Now black is putting pressure on the b2 pawn. Now queen to the e2. and white think that he has set up a trap for the black, and black can't capture the pawn on the b2, but black capture the pawn on the b2, and now white capture on b2, and black knight gives check on the d3, and white play king to the d2, and black knight capture on the b2. Now white play bishop to the e2, and it seems that black knight is trapped. But a surprise is awaited for the white. Black capture the pawn on the g4, and white resign here. White resign here because if white capture with the bishop, then black knight capture on the c4 with the check, and if white king moves to d3, black knight capture the bishop on the e3, and after king capture e3, white knight on the c3 will fall. Bishop capture on the g4, white resign. And in this game you guys have seen that white gains space on the king side, but white leaves many weak squares in his camp. And when black pieces comes to the weak squares in the white position is destroyed and white has to resign. So the purpose of this video is to show you guys that gaining space is good, but the control of critical squares is more important. This is all about today's video. Inshallah we will meet again in our next video. Thank you.